My
you would
God.
actually want to live.
The arrogance from a crackhead is just astounding.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So all right. So check this out. So then she also had to refer to the corporations that have caused financial crisis and take parts of so Medicare and Medicaid. There's a greedy white
Medicaid
man
and
at the top.
Medicare are not companies. What is going
No,
on
no,
right
no, no,
now?
no. I'm saying if there's money to be made
They're
and
federal
people to
agent.
then
What? But what?
hold,
They're not
it
companies.
doesn't need to be a
Yes,
company.
it
It doesn't.
does. He
No,
gave a very
no. See,
Cipher, can you respond? Because the
Shia,
board needs some help.
They cut me off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but your
So,
Medicare and
which
Medicaid are
leads me
not
to my last thing.
companies.
If you're gonna cut me off, the only thing I can say left is abortion is ruining the world. I gotta go.
Y'all
Oh,
funny
Jesus
as hell.
Christ. Y'all just be
I
saying
swear
all
that
kinds
sounded
of
like a
gibberish.
skit, low key though, for real though. That whole little
This nigga
scene
said
sounded like a
Medicaid
goddamn
and
kids
Medicare
skit.
when you asked about
It's funny.
companies that created financial
Uh,
crisis. This motherfucker gonna say Medicaid and Medicare.
Hey, more deaths than World War I and World War II combined. Just
together.
in
And
America,
Yep.
then we
abortion,
would
baby.
have overpopulation. And like, are y'all gonna help take
What?
care of all
And
of
Do
these
this
you
is
know?
young
why they
babies?
Do you
can't
know
be
the remedy for
judges.
reducing? Do you know the
Ugh.
remedy for reducing childbirth naturally and organically without hurting anybody is
How about y'all just wear
educate
Come on.
condoms
women.
or don't have sex?
Educate
Why
women. Hold up, hold up.
why do
Look,
black
big
men
real
make all
shit.
these
Look,
damn random ass
educate
babies?
Come
women.
on.
The birth rate declines.
The birth
Come
rate
on now.
has been declining
Don't
for
taking
decades,
care
in
of their
case y'all didn't
children.
notice.
Because there's more educated women. That's one contributing factor.
But at the
But
end of
they
the day,
want to be
brother, you know,
judges.
it
They want
takes
to be
two to make a
politicians.
baby, but it takes two to make a child. It's just not
That's
all of
right.
the
But
Same thing
population.
on
guys,
the
that's
stage.
Let
Where's
me tell you something. I don't really give a damn what you think about me. I have a dude, so I don't really care what you
oh well
don't
then if you
like.
don't give
Long
a
as
damn,
you
why are you
like,
explaining yourself?
I'm
okay.
just telling you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be mean to you, but you telling me
I
to
don't
be
even care,
feminine.
ma'am.
I
Ma'am, I
don't.
don't
We
even care
gotta
Then
about
let
you.
why
you
don't you let me
respond,
be
guys.
You don't need
All
to
feminine?
right,
come out
let's
here
not
like
have too
that.
much
You
on our
want me to be?
But
spectrum.
I mean,
Your
maybe that's
masculinity has
one way
removed
of
the Negro in the black
consequences.
goddamn community, so don't question her about her femininity. Exercise those
Child, what the hell are you talking about? Are you?
testosterone
I didn't
to
even
get us
hear
out of
shit.
our fucking
Was you?
situation
Could you
and leave
remove your
her
thumb from
alone
the mic?
about whether she needs to rest in her femininity or fucking not. Fuck out of here.
Man, who are you talking to?
The
I'm
reality is
talking to your
that
stupid ass. Well,
all of this is probably going to
whoever
change in
challenged
the
her
next 10
femininity,
Man,
who,
years.
that's who
finish
I'm talking
drinking that
to.
rum and tea, man. Stop
That's
that.
who I'm fucking.
Stop
I'm talking.
acting
I don't
out.
Women
give a
are
fuck what I'm
statistically
doing.
going
You
to be
stop
in
acting out,
control.
ma'am. You're an
I don't care
elder.
what
Act
I'm doing.
like
You don't
one.
challenge her femininity
Anyway,
when your
Well, act like
masculinity
you're
ain't moving the
proper.
goddamn
Act like you
needle
were
in
raised
our
right.
goddamn community.
Okay?
Get the fuck out of here.
Will you act like you're a black woman and a leader in our community? How about you act like
Get the
Big,
that?
fuck
I
out of
don't know
here,
why you
Cipher.
want to mimic white
Be
supremacy,
nice.
but it's not going to go your way as a black man. Trust and assure. It's literally not.
What is supreme about white supremacy, though, sis?
What's supreme about white supremacy is that it seems to be kicking y'all ass.
How?
Exactly. Exactly.
What do you
No.
mean
Hold on.
Respond
how?
to
Let's
that.
unpack that. Let's unpack
Respond to
that.
that. Because it's kicking
When
your
you
asses.
say y'all,
Respond to that.
who is y'all?
You know who the fuck we talking about. Respond to that.
I
Because
don't
it's
really
Use
want
your
to
kicking
get
y'all
words.
asses.
into
I don't
It's not kicking
understand that
your asses.
language.
It's
Asian
kicking
said
y'all
black
asses.
ass
Don't
men.
talk about no fucking rest in our
And you
fucking
see,
I
you
don't
femininity.
want
wow,
to
so
get
you over
You
here
ain't
being
got
a
into
no
menace.
choice because
I
we're
don't want to
doing
get
some
into
shit.
a
Because
gender
we're doing
war
some shit that
because
y'all
that's
motherfuckers
not
in your
really my
sensitive
Because
thing.
that
ass
would
ain't doing.
include all of the men in your family too.
No, it wouldn't include all the men in my family.
There is no exclusion. When you talk about us like you
There is
are
in
definitely
the
negatively,
family.
exclusion. There
understand
always
that your
has been
ancestors, your
exclusion.
male ancestors are included in that number.
No, they're not. Which is why I said that I'm
They
not going
are
to do
clearly
the gender banging. I
right.
don't agree with
So,
that.
right, the world that you bring us into.
Right, but to
Absolutely. That's why y'all fuck
historically,
with the most
you
violent ones.
create more crimes. No, who is we?
Y'all.
Don't want to
Are
be
we?
violent.
Did we not just see just in the news? You
You
had
see
the
that
young
right there?
lady,
You see that
rest
that
in
double entendre?
peace. And who's being more emotional right now?
I'm just being animated,
Ashley,
baby.
Yeah, who's
Ash,
being
don't
more
call me baby
emotional?
crackhead. Ashley was
All they
murdered
know is
in
Baby
abortion.
girl.
Tanzania. You had Dr. Serena that was murdered by her husband. And the crazy part is like the latest murder, this man was like he was set to be the governor of Virginia at one point,
Lieutenant,
and he
the
actually
ex, yeah,
murdered,
lieutenant governor.
yeah,
Yeah.
He murdered his
Fucked up.
wife.
That was sad.
Woman that
That's
was
Yeah,
super
that
found
was
sad.
dead.
sad. But do you know that there
I
are
bet you he was raised by a woman.
five
Woman that
black
was
women
found
that
in
have
there.
been murdered like by their intimates or their loved ones just in the past couple of months? Like
Woman that
it's
was
starting
found
to be
in
some sort of a pandemic or something. That is really
That's true. I
that
mean,
problematic.
was
hey,
found in the
pussy will make you
Tesla.
do that
You know
sometimes.
that woman that was killed
Oh
and
my
found in that
God.
Tesla. Don't
Well,
You
then
forget
know,
maybe
her. She
y'all
was
just need to
found.
be put out to
Nikki,
pasture
don't
if you
act like
can't
you ain't had
control.
niggas and they feeling crying and in your bushes on your ring
Why
doorbell at
are
5
y'all
in the
see,
morning
then
crying
maybe y'all
and
need to be
shit.
put out of your misery or something. I don't
Or
understand.
we
Maybe the
should.
ones that you fuck with, I would agree with that. Y'all too promiscuous.
But you
Way
know
more
what,
moral
Madison?
than men.
That's actually what's happening. Do you know that
I
Man,
literally
overseas,
just said that.
do you
wait.
know that what's
I
happening
Hold on. Let me
literally
just
overseas
say
just
is they're
said
something.
that
coming up
black
with
women can't leave black dick alone.
Hold on. Let me just say something. The idea of a nigga ringing your doorbell crying, crying, that's a real shit.
That
That's
was
some real
funny.
shit.
but
That
That's
except
some
was
real
funny,
women
shit.
Nikki.
are
I
literally
experienced that
leaving
shit.
penis
Mickey
It
didn't
happened
had
a
alone.
that
lot.
happen with her motherfucking ass.
It
And it is
happened.
She done
actually
had niggas
happening
crying and shit,
globally.
sending
There
her
are
Jodeci
literally
songs and
women
shit.
that are globally deciding not to do with men, which is why we're seeing,
Talking
are
about
y'all
I would
not
cry
seeing the
for thee.
articles? The rise of the male loneliness epidemic, the
Yeah, the
rise of
population is
incels.
decreasing. Like,
Man, I
Exactly.
don't even know where they're getting this data from.
This is
Are people
already
actually answer?
happening.
Are people fucking black belt and what they call it, Lima, a
Oh,
Lima
Lord
black belt?
Jesus Christ.
Is that
They
what
gotta
you
go
are,
back
baby?
to the kitchen with the pots
I
and
just want to
pans.
I'm
know,
not a statistician, but
statistically,
you can literally just
how
look
do
at
you
the data.
how do you but how do you validate this type of data doing a wrong
There
something?
are less babies being born, and there are deaths because there's a certain way that the population
No, but how
keeps
do
up
you
and maintains
validate it though,
itself.
love? That's what I'm saying. How do
What do
you
you mean? How
validate
do
it?
you validate it?
Yeah, so somebody gives you, let's say, 3 or 4 different institutions give you certain numbers on the topic. How do you know which one is true?
Oh, there are multiple ways that you can look at this information. So, I mean, because this has been studied for a while, and I'm a baby economist, so we literally look at how this is going to impact the future of the population. So, for example, you're probably joking, but like Madison knows, I'm very serious about this. I talk about this stuff all the time. Like 40% of service-based organizations, since we were talking about starting businesses earlier, are probably going to cater to the boomers, the demographic, because we also have an aging population. Like Houston, I'll take Houston because I literally just went to something a couple of weeks ago that talked about the economic status of Houston, Texas, and surrounding areas. Did y'all know that the 65 plus population is literally 3 times as big as the 0 to 17 population in Houston? 18 to 64 is twice as small as the 64 plus. So, as people are retiring, right, we also have a huge labor shortage. Teachers don't want to deal with y'all bad, crazy ass, crackhead ass kids. So we don't have enough teachers, we don't have enough doctors, we don't have enough um electricians, we don't have enough wealth managers, we don't have a lot of anything. So you can literally look at the numbers and show that the population is decreasing, right?
Validate that information.
You can validate it given by different areas or hospitals. Why?
But
So they basically
but
shut
hear me
those
out though,
down
Nikki. I want to follow you, love. I'm just asking, how do you substantiate what they're telling
because we can literally see the impacts. We can see
you?
like
Mhm.
how you can look at certain sales and it's not even
Do
in the
you think?
United States. It's
Do you
global.
think?
Yeah, and the thing that I say to people about that, because I've heard that across the board with different data, is that these metrics have been tracked the same way. So if you're going to say that it was misinformation, it's still the same
Mhm.
numbers, it's still the same systems, it's still the same metrics. So whatever they
So
are,
mhm.
we show that they are declining. And there's
so
there's more than enough, like I said, to confirm that this is happening across the board. This is why
so
Donald
I
Trump himself even said that he's going to have to bring back immigrants. Y'all even haven't heard him walk back his own words. And he said that we're going to have to bring in immigrants and import immigrants to basically make up for the labor shortage.